The end of our parsha, the pasuk says, "V'ra kohen v'nekissat tzaras es kol b'sarev v'tiras hanega kulei hafach lavan torhu." When the kohen looks at the tzaras, we know that he has to see certain simonim, certain signs, if it's tamei or tar. If the entire body turns white, and there's no point on the body that's not covered in tzaras, then he's tar. Then he becomes clean. That's what the pasuk says, and the Gemara says in Sanhedrin. Very interesting. Rabbi Yitzchak says Mashiach is going to come. Ein ben David, but Mashiach is not going to come until when will Mashiach come? When the entire Malchus, when the entire world, the entire kingdom of the world becomes completely heretical. When they become, when their belief system becomes so corrupted that nobody believes in Hashem, everybody denies the existence of Hashem, then Mashiach will come. Why? Says Rava, from our parsha. You see, when the entire body gets covered in saras, and it's tar, that means Mashiach will come. What does that mean? How do we understand this? And why is it actually like that? That when a person is completely covered in saras, he becomes tar. Why? It's counterintuitive. If a small portion of the body is saras, it's tameh. So for sure, if the whole body is like that. So Rav Shimon Schwab in his Sefer Mayim Beis Shevi explains beautifully. Explains as follows. You know, every virus, for example, a virus needs a living organism in order to thrive. A virus cannot thrive on nothing. A virus has to thrive on a living body. A virus can be very, very damaging, and then it can go to a different body. But it has to live on something. It can't live on nothing. It can't live on emptiness. Shimon says, we know that by the story of the Meraglim, when they came back, the spies, they came back from Eretz Yisrael, they first said something true. And Chazal say, because every sheker, every bit of lie needs to stand on a little bit of truth, otherwise it can't stand. Nobody will believe it. It has no chance of going over. If you completely lie to the people, complete lie, it won't be able to, it's unsustainable. There has to be a little bit of truth. And that's true about everything, especially in spiritual matters of Tumah and Tahara. The Tumah needs something, a little bit of Tahara, in order for it to thrive. And if the whole body is covered in saras, that's a symbol, that's a sign that there's nothing Tameh here. It can't be. It can't be that everything became Tameh. It's not possible. There has to be something to give it life. There has to be some sort of organism, some sort of Tahara, to give the Tumah something to stand on. And the same thing says the Gemara, says Rosh Shimon Schwab, Rav explains the same thing as what Rabbi Yitzchak said. If there's a little bit of belief in the world, some people believe in Hashem, some people don't believe in Hashem, okay? So then the world continues. But if the whole world turns against the belief of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, nobody believes in HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that's a sign that this is not going to last at all. And this is a sign that we're coming to the coming of Mashiach, when everybody will believe in Hashem. If nobody believes in Hashem, that means that there's nothing to be able to stand on. It cannot stand on complete denial of the existence of Hashem. I heard from Rabbi Leo Amar, who's the son of Rav Shlomo Amar, Rabbi Shon Zion. So he said that we know that it says that HaKadosh Baruch Hu picked up the mountain by Matan Torah, and he threatened Klal Yisrael, if they don't accept the Torah, then Shamtek for Aschem. And the Chazal say that because of that we have an excuse until Purim. By Purim they accepted the Torah with love. And he explained, Shimon Schwab himself also explains in a similar way. He explains that what does it mean that Hashem picked up the mountain? It doesn't mean that he literally picked up the mountain. It meant that Klal Yisrael was so clear to them that there is HaKadosh Baruch Hu and he's giving them the Torah. It was not possible. You had to be crazy not to accept the Torah at that moment. And that continued throughout the period of Nevi'im and the period whenever there was the clear connection with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, then it was impossible. Kaviyachol, it was very difficult for the Yidden to deny the existence of Hashem. But then came the story of Purim. The story of Purim was at the end of the Nisim, at the end of Nevuah. It was already no clear Nevuah. There was already no clear Nisim. The entire Megillah doesn't mention the word of Hashem once. And in that void, in that void where we didn't see Hashem, it was Hester Panim. There we realized that HaKadosh Baruch Hu was with us. Then we accepted the Torah with the understanding, not because we were forced, not because we were forced we were forced by the fact that there was no other choice. There was a choice, and we chose to believe in Hashem. Says Rav Shlomo Amar, really also in the name of his father, there was two types of accepting the Torah, of Maimed HaSineh and Purim, and now we have the third. He said in our generation we see Yidden who are cut off from the Jewish tradition for many generations, sometimes 2 or 3 generations, and all of a sudden they're coming back and they want to seek Hakadosh Baruch Hu, they want to seek Amunah. They say, we want the Torah. There must be something here. And we say, why? Why are you coming to the Torah now? For 3 generations you didn't believe in Hashem. They say, we've been there. There's nothing there. It's empty. The entire world is empty. The philosophy in the world is empty. It's totally corrupted. There's no belief system out there. They don't believe in anything. They believe in nothing. And we realize that it's all complete emptiness, and we need something. This is the time when there's a rav ba'aretz, le'rav la'lechem, le'rav la'mayim, elu shmeiz divrei Hashem, when people are thirsty and hungry because they realize that there's nothing else out there. This is the time when the Gemara in Sanhedrin talks about that the Malchus is completely, the Kol HaMalchus Minos, the entire Malchus, the entire world view of God and the existence of God is completely corrupted. And then, Mitzvah Hashem, we can hope that very soon Mashiach is going to reveal himself, and the entire world will be able to come to the realization, it should be Meheira V'Yameinu B'Shabbos. Please don't forget to subscribe. You'll get the video every week by subscribing. Put a like. Thank you very much. Good Shabbos.